Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 44 of the World Tour at Shanghai Shenxin, and we're going to round out the week with our last game in charge of the club, which is a little bit bittersweet. It's the third place playoff of the FIFA World Club Championship or Cup. Let's go with that. And yeah, I mean, it was disappointing last time. To go out to Boca Juniors, there's no shame in that. To go out 6-2, I shouldn't have mentioned the score again, should I? But that was disappointing. But you can see here we are not the favourites, but it's much closer in the betting, isn't it? So let's see what we can do against Tigres. Now, this is the last team we will send out for Shanghai Shenxin, and we've got some people missing for international duty. Jinan, our goalkeeper, missing for international duty, as is Peng, our backup left back, which isn't that big of a deal. But can you imagine if we had beaten Boca, made the final, and then Jinan pisses off to play with China's under-23, whoever he's going? That would have been annoying. But it is Zhang Peng that gets our last ever game in goal. Decent enough keeper, he hasn't played. He's 50% match sharpness, so we might... Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Wellington, Ruse and Rabao, we're going to keep faith with them. They've been so good for us. We're not going to put one bad performance against them. How Long and Chen Min. Chen Min wasn't good last game either, was he? But we'll stick with him. He's just a hero, isn't he? He's the best player at the team right now. Fang, Li Shan and Humam in midfield with Yi Qin and Vinicius up top. It's our best team, so we'll go with it and just see how far it can take us. Now, after this game, there's going to be the end of season awards, the goal of the season competition, so there's going to be a lot more festivities. So don't take off after this game, whatever you do. We can see the way they're lining up. It's, kind of the way everybody's been lining up against us, isn't it? I'm going to say we've got nothing to lose here. This is what I think I should have said last game. I think I should have said so what you're capable of, and I didn't. I said there's no pressure, and we put in a horrible defensive performance, especially in that first half. So I think if I could have my time again, that is definitely the one thing I would do different. And the other thing I'd do different as well is I would have sent out scouts to scout all the teams that are in the tournament, because what we weren't able to do is we've been playing blind. We've had no scout or analyst reports, and if I could have my time again, what I would do is I would have sent scouts out to scout all the clubs that were in the tournament. So no matter who we played, we knew what we were up against. And it's not like we had league fixtures. It's in hindsight, it's really silly. The scouts aren't doing anything. It's not like we're scouting players for this club for next season either. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed at myself for not thinking of that. But Zhang Peng, he looked a little bit match rusty on that one, didn't he? But Yuri Ruse hacks it clear. Here we go. Can Vinicius launch a counter-attack for us? On the back of that ropey-looking save from Zhang Peng. No, he cannot. Now, let's not forget that we're playing a Mexican team in Mexico. So this is... We're essentially... Well, we are the away team. We essentially are the away team. We are the away team. Which makes it that little bit more difficult for us. But the difference already between this game and last game against Boca Juniors, we look defensively back to our best, don't we? I've had one highlight from a set piece. And this time against Boca, I think we were 4-0 down. So, yeah, it's a lot of regret, I think, over that Boca Juniors game. But, I mean, you've got to remember, they're a really good Boca Juniors team. They are the defending champions. They beat whoever it was in the final this year. It might have even been Real Madrid again last season. And that's obviously the final this time, because otherwise we would be playing Real Madrid in this game. What do we say? I'm gonna say I'm not happy. I'm not happy, boys. We're not winning, so I'm not happy. Don't get yourself sent off there, please, Rabao. And on we go. What we will do as well at the end of this episode is we'll have a look again at the job market. We had a quick look last episode. Not too much has changed. But don't forget to leave me your feedback of where you think we should be looking to do to go. I'll kind of get that all set up over the weekend. Here's Lashen over a set piece. Lashen is there. Oh, he missed it. Oh, it might be offside in any case. It probably wouldn't have counted, but it was a chance, wasn't it? Set piece headed clear by Vinicius. We're going to get to that. It's over the bar. I did have a quick look at their team, and 3 of their starters were suspended for this one, which helps, obviously. Not enough, but it does help. 13th goal of the year for Yosh. And that is not what we needed at this point, obviously. We did work on defending set pieces after the sort of, again, the debacle. I wonder if Zhang Peng could have done a little bit better there. After the debacle against Boca, we did sort of work on set pieces, but obviously it's not been quite enough. just the risk of this going the wrong way again, isn't there? I've noticed that Li Shan is not having a good game again, so we do have Zhang Hong on the bench. So we'll bring him on. We'll get rid of the Mazzella role, play him as a central midfielder. We might look to get Human forward a little bit more, and I think we'll leave it at that. The other thing I'm wondering if we didn't do right against Boca as well is that I had us set to distribute to the flanks. A part of me wonders if we should have been playing out of the back to try and get more of the ball, but you know, there's all these things in hindsight. I think ultimately, as I said yesterday, we were just beaten by a better team. I don't like getting smashed like that. It doesn't usually happen very often, and usually that's because I have the scouting reports and I can sort of go through that and kind of at least figure out a way to not get smashed. But that was just not good enough, was it? We were completely outplayed. Anything else we want to do? I have done a little bit of... I haven't wanted to do too much in terms of signings for the club, just because, you know, it's not going to be us in charge. Let the new manager come in and do his job. I did re-sign Lin Yu. I sort of extended his loan deal because it's a really good deal for the club. So it's that way. It's not a permanent transfer. And yeah, you know, the next guy still has the opportunity then to do something. Given that we're coming towards the end of the game, we'll bring on Lin Hu. We'll really push forward here, and if we can lose 2-0, we lose 2-0. I really would have liked, and we still might have this epic comeback here, but I would have liked to have got third. That way you're in the past winners and always say Shanghai Shenxin, but it doesn't look as though that's going to happen. Come on, boys. Do we have one last moment of magic in our time in Shenzhen left? It doesn't look like we do. We're going to go the other end. Headed clear and counter-attack. And counter-attack. And counter-attack. No. Oh, what a shame that our time... There's a part of me now, to be honest, that wishes that we just kind of finished at the Asian Champions League win. It feels a little bit now like a disappointing end, doesn't it? Or does it? No, it does. It would have, yeah, it just feels as though... we're leaving on a low, and really we're not, you know. We've done really well. We're fourth best club in the world, in theory. And I think that's probably where, let me know what you think in the comments, it's probably where the Asian team you kind of want to be best of the, third is probably the ultimate goal. I'm just going to say unlucky. I'm not going to yell at them last team talk. You probably want to be best of the rest, but given that it's in Mexico and we were away from home there, I mean, it's not. We conceded another goal from a set piece, which is annoying. But ultimately, 1.5 million, that'll keep Lord Yang happy. He's after me because I haven't signed a new contract. But yeah, these things happen. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back for the end of season awards. Ladies and gentlemen, get excited. It's time for the 2025 Shanghai Shenxin end of season awards. Chen Min, have a good evening, mate. Great season. Enjoy
Aussie
your
villain.
night. Yes.
ESPN.
Go on ESPN.
How does it feel to look back on this season?
Well, you know, it's easy to look back with disappointment at the World Club Cup, but we've got to remember, we're only there because we're Asian champions. For our little club, you know, that's quite an achievement. So I think we've got to look back with pride, albeit, you know, a little bit of regret, perhaps, with how it all finished up. Lord Yang, what are you doing here? What's this? My new contract? Oh, thank you, sir. I'll get this signed and I'll get it back to you. Thank you, sir.
Will you be signing that contract? All the fans will want to know.
Yeah, I mean, is he gone? No, I won't. This evening, this will be my final public act as Shanxin manager. But let's maybe just keep that between you and me until I'm safely out of the country.
And finally, who are you wearing?
Vinicius. Great season, mate. Enjoy your night. Who am I wearing? I'm wearing Mucci this evening.
Sorry, do you mean Gucci?
No, Mucci. The guy at the shop said it's just as good but much cheaper, so I've got Mucci this evening. Good evening, everybody at home and in the auditorium, and welcome to the 2025 Shanghai Shenxin End of Season Awards. Now, it has been a magnificent season for us, being crowned, of course, for the very first time as Asian champions. This is a fantastic achievement for a club of our size, and I think we should begin the evening by giving the players a well-deserved round of applause. Alright, now it's time to get the awards underway, and first up tonight it is the Golden Pen for the best signing of the year, and this year this award goes to Vinicius. And next up, it is the golden card, the trophy awarded, of course, to the player with the worst discipline. With 4 yellows and 1 red. We all know who it is. Get up here, Sun Weezy! And now it's time for the golden bullseye. This award, of course, goes to the player with the best pass completion. And with a 92% pass completion rate over the season, it's Lin Yu. And next up, it is the golden spoon. This, of course, is the man that feeds the strikers most assists this year. And with an impressive 13 assists, it's Federico Barandigai. Alright, the awards just keep coming. Next up, it's the golden anchor. It is the man with the best average rating. The man we can rely on that anchors the team. And with a 7.35 average, don't sit down, Federico. Get back up here. It's Federico Barandigai, everybody. Alright, and the next award is the Golden Soother, the best young player of the year, the baby of the team. And this year, that award goes to Vinicius. Alright, we're coming towards the end of the evening now, and this is one of the big ones. It's the Golden Boot, the top goal scorer in the team. And with an impressive 15 goals this year, first year at the club, Vinicius, get back up here, mate. You are the Golden Boot winner. Alright, and now it's time to announce our team of the season. Now, if you'll direct your eyes up to the screen, you will see that our team of the year is Jinan in goal. It is Rabao and Ruse as a defensive duo. It's Chen Min and Barandigai going down the wings. Impressive they were all season as well. It's Li Feng as the anchorman. It's Yu and it is Li Shan in midfield. Then it's Humam in behind. Chao Yan and Vinicius as the striking duo. Congratulations to these guys, everybody. A wonderful performance all season long. And now it's time for the final award of the evening. It is the Golden Star, which is, of course, the Player of the Year award as voted by you, the fans. Now, you're a very knowledgeable bunch of fans, and I have absolutely no doubt you've made the correct decision here. With 43% of the vote, the winner is Vinicius. Idiots, you don't know what you're talking about. Vinicius wins Player of the Year this year. Outrageous. So that's the end of the evening. All the awards have been given out. Congratulations to Vinicius and the rest of the winners. Chen Min, absolutely robbed, mate. Cannot believe what's happened to you this evening. But yeah, that is it for the evening. Now, Lord Yang, if you can just cover your ears for me. Brilliant. Thank you, sir. Now, this is it. This is my last act as Shenzhen manager. I just wanted to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. What we've done together here is truly amazing. We've taken a team from the 2nd division to Asian champions in just 4 years. Now, my contract is up. I'm personally going to be moving on with a heavy heart to a new club. Don't know where that's going to be yet. I wouldn't want to disrespect this fantastic club by having signed for another club before my time here was done. So thank you all. I'll look back on this with pride. I'll look for your results, and hopefully I have full confidence that you'll go on and dominate Asian football, despite the fact that I won't be here. So thank you all in the auditorium. Thank you all for watching at home, and we will see you again sometime. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed those awards. Now, for those of you who are a little bit more visual, let's have a quick run through. I cannot believe Chen Min wasn't Player of the Year. It was Vinicius with 43% of the vote, ahead of Yuri Ruse, 28%. Well done to you, mate. And then Chen Min with 18%. Absolutely robbed, in my opinion. Goal of the season, the game gave it to Zhen Hong. There will be a goal of the season competition at the end of this episode. So I'll sort of get to that a little bit more when we get to it when we get to the end of the episode. Signing of the season was Vinicius. I don't think there's too many complaints about that. 1.25 million from, I'm assuming that's Flamengo in Brazil. Vinicius, again, 22-year-old young player of the year. That was fair enough as well, I think. In terms of top goal scorer, again, Vinicius. Highest average rating was Barandigai. Most assists was Barandigai. Pass completion, 92%. Really good for you. Most player of the match awards. This isn't something we give out at the ceremony, but it was Chen Min with 5 men of the match awards. So, I mean, that I think shows that he was robbed at being player of the season, or not being player of the season. In terms of the golden card, Wheezy had 4 yellows as well, as I said in the ceremony, so that's why he gets the golden card, just ahead of Yuri Ruse with 5. You just needed that red card, mate. If you'd had that, you would have won it, but, maybe you don't want to win that. And you can see the team of the year there. We sort of saw that in the ceremony as well. Now, let's have a quick look at this job market. Not too much has changed since last episode. Now, I'm recording this before last episode went out, so if you had left comments, I haven't had a chance to see them yet, obviously. As I said yesterday, I don't think there's anything there necessarily that grabs us. I don't really want to go to a 2nd division team, and like I say with Brazil, I'm really annoyed at myself for that, but we can't fix it now. So I'm thinking, I mean, we're not going to Central Coast because we're leaving Asia now. I'm thinking it's MLS, Alianza Lima, perhaps. If they're second in the league, they're going to be a team that's already in sort of continental South American competition. So that appeals to me on that sense as well. And then we can always upgrade from there. But right now, it's looking like it's a lot of MLS clubs, Alianza Lima, or perhaps Gimnasia La Plata. I've always had a soft spot for them. I managed them in Football Manager like years ago, and I've always sort of one of my FM teams that I've adopted. Tigres, CBA, I'm not quite sure. I mean, they're a 4-star club or 3.5-star club as well, so they could be worthwhile in the Argentine top division. But yeah, it's looking as though they're the ones. This is the club that Patrick went to. So do we go and reunite with Patrick at NAU? Yeah, so that's another Uruguay. See, Uruguayan clubs are only 2-star. We'll show you our manager upgrade or update in just a minute. But we're a 3-star manager, so I feel like going to a 2-star club is maybe a little bit below us right now. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now let's go and have a look at our manager profile. We can see contract is up in less than a week, or about a week actually. But you can see that attacking is really good at 17. Defending is okay at 13. I think we should be a little bit higher than that, to be honest. We had a really good defensive record at Shenzhen. Tactical, technical, and mental is all good, but working with youngsters, not so much. And fitness and goalkeeping is not my strength. Adaptability, only a 1. I'm not quite sure if that's because I don't change tactics that often. Perhaps, see now that is finding in a foreign league. Finding jobs in a foreign league. So is that going to go against us? I don't really understand why that's so low. We've managed well and in 2 countries now that aren't my born country. So I feel like I've shown a bit of adaptability there. But all these other traits here are coming along. Man management and motivating, I'm just a god apparently. The arm around the shoulder, get the boys up for it. That's my strength. So, but the other thing I think that works well for us here is, where is it? Managing the finances. That is probably, I'm thinking, a good reputation to have. Domestic bias as well is probably a good thing. That's because we've had foreign player limits and an inability to sign foreign players. So I think sort of my characteristics are probably going to work in our favour as well when it comes to finding other jobs. Now, let's have a quick look at how Persiba have been getting on. I haven't checked for a while. 4th in the Super League. Is that season come to an end? In your own time game, there we go. It has come to an end. So they finished, just 1 point outside of the Asian spots. But it's good to see them bouncing back, isn't it? Because they were a little bit close to relegation for a few seasons there. Anybody still in the team here that we had? Adsit we had, didn't we? Medina we had. Lee Sen Min we had. I don't know if you can hear that rain. It's absolutely bolting down here right now. Cayo Ortiz we had as well. Moses, it's good to see. He was a good young player, wasn't he? When he just came through the academy when we were there, so it's good to see him still there. Ronaldo, 11 goals this year. I knew he'd be good. I just knew it. Rukamana, he was a young kid, came through with us as well, wasn't he? And there we go. So I don't really see. Oh, and Abdullah was a good young player as well, but they're not really using him. So it looks as though all of our big guys, Redian and Septien, look as though they've left the club. Let's go and have a look here. I did try and make a short list here so we could keep track of our old favourites. Where are we here? Old favourites. Cifuente, he's transfer listed again, the poor guy. Ecuadorian, he's in Brazil. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Now, Augustin Gallo, he is doing okay. Where is he right now? I don't know where that league is. Where is that? Is that a... what do I want, General? Is this a Argentine? Yeah, so lower league Argentine club now for Gallo. That's a bit of a shame. He's really falling off a little. He's only 26. He's really has dropped off a cliff there, haven't we? Redian, he is in the 2nd division in Indonesia. I mean, he was never the best attribute-wise, was he? But he's doing okay for himself. He's doing okay. He looks like 2 seasons now he's been away from Persiba. Sandy Septian, he is in Liga Super Indonesia. Is that the top flight? That sounds like it's one of those leagues that is being inflated. Oh no, he's in the top flight still. That's good to see he's landed on his feet because he was a really good player as well. Doing okay there. And Patrick... I said he's in the reserves. That's a crime, isn't it? it looks as though we may not be going to get much of a sell-on fee for him because his contract's up, so he'll probably leave on a free, and the club won't get any money for him because I did have a sell-on because I thought he'd go on and do great things, but I was mistaken. So there we go. They are the past players. Is there any other players there you want to see? We have to. Well, add Chen Min onto the list once we leave. We'll add on a couple of the other guys from this team. Maybe Vinicius. Who else do we have that we'd want to add onto this list? Maybe Humam. He was good for us, wasn't he? Let me know who you want to see on there, so we can go back and check on their progress. Wheezy's probably another one. He was amazing, wasn't he? His first couple of years at the club. But yeah, let me know your memories of Shenxin as well. I think Wheezy was an absolute hero that first year that we were at the club, we got promoted, I should say. 5 goals, 8 assists as a ball-winning midfielder. He was absolutely epic. We have kind of outgrown him a little bit since then, but I do fondly remember Wheezy back in the early days of our time at Shenzhen. Now, anything else we want to look at here? Season in review. We lost the third place playoff. We're runners up in the league, but we did win the Asian Champions League, which is good. Look at that average attendance, 40% full. A 5-0 win there was the moment of the season. Moment to forget. I'm sorry. I mean, that's disappointing, but it was Boca Juniors to me. That was just a really, really disappointing way to end that season. And joint highest players in the league at 31. I do like to use my players, as we know. Squad dynamics, we leave the team in a relatively good state. There's some team leaders there in Humam and Chen Min. There's some highly influential players as well. I think the club is on the up and up in that sense. Confidence review, we're absolutely delighted with the way we're leading the team, as you should be, but we're off Lord Yang. So guys, that is just about it for the episode. If you have enjoyed our time at Shenzhen, I mean, we've won the Champions League. That's pretty good, isn't it? But do make sure you hit like. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell as well, because we'll be back on Monday at a whole new club. Hopefully we'll find another job somewhere. And I don't know where it's going to be yet, so obviously you guys can't know, and I can't even give you any hints because there's not that many jobs available right now. But I'm hoping once sort of contracts end at the end of December in those leagues that run sort of the calendar year, that there'll be a bunch of jobs open up, and we will find something. We're a lucrative manager right now. We're defending Asian champions. Now that just leaves us with goal of the season. So the way this is going to work is that there'll be a few honourable mentions first of all. And then there'll be 4 nominees. Zheng Honggoal will be one of them, and then 3 others that I've chosen I think are worthy of being crowned goal of the season. So watch that, and then at the end there'll be a little eye on the top of the screen up there. Click on that and you'll be able to vote for your favourite of the nominees. But that just basically leaves me to say thank you so much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain, and we will see you on Monday somewhere else, probably in South America or maybe North America. Take care. And farewell to Shenzhen. Here are our top 4 goals from the 2025 season. Click the eye to vote for your favourite.